Andrew Siciliano sitting in for Rich Eisen today, who is back shortly. That was Matthew Dellavedova yesterday after getting out of the hospital in Cleveland, where he is now mayor for dehydration. Tonight is Game 4 of the NBA Finals. Cavaliers trying to go up 3-1. One guy who would know if he is annoying, the guy that coached him at St. Mary's in college, who's been there now for 15 years and joins us on the Rich Eisen Show. That is Randy Bennett. How are you, sir?
I'm great. Thanks for having me on the show.
Is annoying the right way to describe him?
He never annoyed me.
Of course not. He played. You retired his number. That doesn't sound like he was annoying.
Exactly. Retired his number. Never took him out of the game, so he didn't ever have to yell at him. He was, yeah. I imagine he probably bothered whoever he was guarding.
What do you think of his success the last few weeks and his newfound stardom?
It's unbelievable, really. For what he's done and what's happened, just unbelievable. And proud for him, proud of him, for all these things that fall into place for this sequence of events to happen, including it being right here in the Bay Area that they're playing the Warriors. So there's just so many things that had to happen. And then the probably most important one was he had to perform when he was put in that spotlight, and he has.
Randy, could you have foreseen this? I mean, be honest here.
No, I will be honest. No, not at this stage of his career. I mean, he's only 2 years in the NBA. To go from, you got to be given a chance, and usually you don't get that chance that early. But he, for whatever reason, he was given an opportunity. Some of it has to do with, a lot of it has to do with Kyrie getting hurt, and so he was put in this situation, and then he's been able to deliver. The one thing that doesn't surprise me is that in this situation he hasn't disappeared. Like he's really a good competitor. He really understands how to compete, and that's what he's doing right now. That's how he's helping the team. Is he's just competing, and competing can be a lot of things. But right now, competing for him and doing a good job defensively, and it was in the first two series he played in, or the last two series he played in, and it is now. Now he's trying to guard Curry, which is really difficult to do. But in offensively, he's competing by, get the ball to LeBron, and that's easier said than done. Sometimes they're fronting the guy at 25 feet, and they have Thompson just sweating Delly, and that's hard to get him the ball sometimes. So there's some little things he's doing just to compete to help his team win. But that's where he's great. He is a great competitor.
Listen, he was all conference. You retired his number. He was not in any way, Randy Bennett, head coach at St. Mary's, a slouch when he played for you. But did he have any of this, I don't want to say cult status, but did he have the same grit and bring about the same level of at least local love when he played for you? Did people chant Delly in your arena for the people who are now hearing of him for the first time?
100%. It was the same deal. Well, I guess it does surprise me a little bit, but that's who he was in Moraga. That's who he was at St. Mary's Colleges. He was a legend. And he embodies everything our program and our school is about. He's just an unselfish guy and a hard worker, and has kind of had to overcome the odds his whole life. And I used to tell people after his sophomore year, and then understand he came in as a freshman, he started for us and helped take us to Sweet 16. That's a guy that was very under-recruited. But after his sophomore year, he still had, hey, you better come watch this guy play. I'd tell people at luncheons and our camps, and bring your kids to watch this guy play. He's one of a kind. He's once in a generation guy because he plays so hard. He leaves it all out there, and he was a favorite. That's why we retired his number so quickly. I just evaluated the situation and said, hey, you can't do it any better than he did it in college. So he was all that, and he was he overcame the odds, and he was selfless, and he immersed himself in St. Mary's College and in college basketball, and he wasn't a guy that was thinking about, hey, should I go pro? Should I? He just wasn't. He didn't get distracted by all that stuff. He just put everything he had into his team, and that's what I think he's done with the Cavs. And I think their team is really a tight team. It's fun to watch how hard they play, and I think a piece of that is Matt.
Randy, want you to put on the basketball coach hat here. As a fan, certainly, of Dellavedova, but as a guy in the Bay Area watching these Warriors as well. Game 4, if you are Steve Kerr, how do you adjust tonight against not only the defense of Matthew Dellavedova, but everything that LeBron brings as well?
Well, I think, first of all, I'm coached at that level, so I'm not trying to say I know, but since you asked me the question, I would say I think everybody went into this series saying, hey, make LeBron beat you. He can't do it by himself. Just, don't bring a lot of help and don't let those other guys become factors and just make LeBron get 40. We don't think he can get 40 4 times and beat us, but he's done it 3 times now. They had a great chance to. Really, they've dominated the series. I mean, it's been a very good series, but as far as who's led the most, Cleveland's led the most. So I don't know that plan's going to work. So, and it might, but they're all going to be close games because Cleveland's. If you're going to just let LeBron have the ball and let him take the shot clock down and then play off of what he does, it's going to be a tight game. And so I don't know. I think I'd try and get the ball out of his hands early in that shot clock and then make it really hard for him to get it back and make some of those other guys play. Well, that means double LeBron and on ball or whatever. But I think LeBron can go 47 games in a row. It's crazy to say, but I think he can.
Yeah, and absurd as well that the guy is averaging 41 double-digit rebounds and 8.3 assists as well. Randy Bennett, 14 years now, head coach at St. Mary's in the Bay Area, which badly wants this championship here for its Warriors, as badly as Cleveland wants it as well. Led by Matthew Dellavedova. Coach, as we let you go, we thank you kindly again for coming on today. I was in a bar Tuesday watching, as I've told the listeners here, I have never seen more people chanting one man's name. He is the mayor of Cleveland right now. Your guy, Matthew Dellavedova. I know you're proud, sir. Thank you for joining us today. Have a great summer.
Great show. Appreciate it.
Good luck next year, sir.
All right. See you.
Randy Bennett, head coach at St. Mary's. His guy, Matthew Dellavedova, undrafted.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.